Church in Spartanburg County has several military flags stolen just before Veterans Day. Emmanuel Baptist Church in Roebuck says both an American flag and an Army flag were taken from a prayer garden set up to pay tribute to God and country over the weekend. Now, the church's prayer garden has an exhibit with flags from each branch of the military honoring past and present service members.
Matt Kaufax is live there now with more on the questions this church is asking tonight.
Yeah, good evening, guys. The first question that Pastor Frankie Taylor asked was why. He says every day many, especially veterans, come through the gates to this prayer garden to reflect and to remember. And while the crime is something that many in the community have called disrespectful, you'll see that flagpole right there with that missing Army flag. If we pan over to the left, some good news. That American flag has been replaced tonight by a veteran nonetheless, one who says he was just trying to do the right thing. Pastor Frankie Taylor says the Emmanuel Baptist Prayer Garden holds a special place in his heart.
It's only because of what they gave in their life that we have the liberties and the freedoms that we have in this country, in this nation. So it's just powerful to come in here and just think about those that even gave their life.
That's why he and other members immediately noticed something wrong after a meeting Friday morning.
Sometimes they get tattered and the ladies will take them down and do some repair on them. But we checked into that and none of them did.
He's talking about two missing flags, an American flag and an Army flag, as part of the church's tribute to all branches of service.
What surprised me the most is them coming on the property of the church, which is God's property, and taking something.
He says the church still hasn't found out who did it, but more importantly, he was worried with the holiday coming up until the phone rang out of the blue.
A gentleman from Easley called us this morning and left a message on our church phone that he had an American flag that we could use.
That gentleman was disabled Army veteran Joshua Medlin.
I came across it on Facebook this morning, and as soon as I saw it, I tried reaching out.
Medlin lives all the way in Easley, but made it his personal mission to drive to Roebuck and hand-deliver the church's brand-new American flag.
Nothing better to do with it than donate it to him and get his memorial garden back looking right. That was just what I felt was right to do at the time.
Taylor says Medlin's actions speak to an ideal and a sense of unity that are uniquely American, and that this Veterans Day will forever be special to him when the actions of a veteran bolstered his faith even more.
We've always been God and country. We've always wanted to honor our veterans. We've always wanted to honor and pray for our nation.
I'm just proud. Glad that I could do something to help everybody else.
So obviously, initially kind of a bad story with a heartwarming ending. Medlin says the last thing that he wanted from all of this was recognition, but he's very glad that he acted. And Pastor Taylor says this Thursday, their church and their congregation will actually be taking veterans who are members of the congregation out to dinner. And to celebrate heroic acts in combat and in civilian life, he says, much like the act that Medlin performed today. In Roebuck this evening, Matt Kaufax, Fox Carolina News Tonight.
Matt, thank you. Continuing to cover our counties tonight.